that Damien Tao kid caught a couple years ago.
We're live.
We made it.
We made it?
To the 2,000 people who are currently logged in, and
I'm not logged in.
you're not even one of them.
Yeah, I'm not logged in.
All right. I apologize for internet issues. All of you who are watching this after the fact don't even know that we're late. We're 19 minutes late. Hey, we're down to 1. So whoever was watching was like, oh, they're finally on. And just left.
I got a notification though, so people are gonna tune in.
People are tuning in right now?
Right now.
We're back up to 3,000. We're back up to
go.
3,000.
Well, it's not me.
Oh my Lord. All right. So internet is back. Today's live video on Straight Hook Fishing is with Corey, Brian, and myself, James. And we are going to do Choose It or Lose It. If anybody has suggestions of live videos, please comment them down below, or any topics you want, or hit me up on Instagram and let me know what they are, because it'd be really nice to know what you guys want to hear versus what we want to talk about.
Yeah, for sure.
There's probably a lot of good ones we haven't thought about too.
Yeah, I guarantee you there are some that we haven't talked about.
There's endless topics.
Yeah,
There are a ton of topics that we could talk about.
you're on the wrong account.
Yeah.
I
noticed.
Puts a comment on, goes, I'm talking to myself.
Notice we might be some baits deep.
We are. I'm already almost the whole bait deep of 8.5 pound test. We're 8.5 pound test. Baits deep. With a second one loaded up because, well, just like the internet, my day has been like this.
My day's been like that too. Last couple days.
For some reason, the video is really blurry. Not
No,
sure.
it's fine. I'm looking at it. It's fine. So let's go.
Yeah, it's blurry on there. It's good
Let's
enough.
go.
Good thing
What-
you're only
what-
here to hear our beautiful voices.
Right. That's all they're here for.
All right, so choose it or lose it.
What are we gonna argue about today?
Anything we want to talk about before choose it or lose it?
Water levels are coming up.
They are.
It's raining.
It's raining.
Water
It-
levels coming
It
up.
hailed on me today enough that it looked like snow. It snowed in Napa today.
I bet. Hopefully they got a lot
Snowed
of
in
rain
Napa today?
north
It
of the
snowed
lake.
in Napa today. So yeah, this morning I was standing in it
I've
without
heard,
my rain jacket on.
I've heard stories that downtown it snows in Napa a lot.
Yeah.
Marlon says, "Get on up."
Get on up. All right, what are we talking about? We got.
What do we want to start with? What do you guys want to start with?
I don't know. I would say like what I was talking about, but
Pick
Which
it
one?
I'm good with
right out
that.
of the
That one
gate.
right there, right now. Right now, I could do it.
I'm going to preface this a little bit. So Brian recently took his Yamaha off of his boat and put a Mercury on his boat, and now it's a little bit faster.
A little bit.
So we're going to do choose it or lose it. Mercury versus Yamaha. Is that say your mama?
I'll start. I love the Yamaha. It ran well. I really enjoyed it.
You did have it was a 06 Yamaha though, right?
05.
05
05 2-stroke
carbureted.
carbureted.
Now you're 4-stroke fuel injected
Yes. V8.
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 So now that you've experienced both literally within a couple months,
Yes.
which one are you going with?
I'm going with the V8.
Should have had a V8.
I'm
Whole
going
time
with the
he's been
V8.
rocking a V6. Should have had a V8.
Right? Like
And why?
to me, so like a lot, I've seen a lot like
Marlon says anything that runs, by the way.
That is
He ain't
true.
lying.
That's very
He ain't
true.
lying. I've seen a lot of like posts of people selling boats, and because I was in the market looking, thinking what I was going to do, and a lot of the Yamahas were new power head, new lower end, new power head, new lower end, new power head, new power head, new power head. Like all of them had a new power head, and I was like, well, that sucks. Like,
See-
why would I go with a newer boat and then have a power head that is just replaced? Like, I would be putting myself in the same.
Mercury has its issues. Don't get me wrong. If you have a 4-stroke, like a 225, 250, at some point your throttle body goes out. It's $900 and something for just the part.
Did you do that?
Yeah, I know that by experience.
Is it covered under warranty? If you had it, so,
It was covered under warranty.
and you still had to pay.
No, I did not have to pay.
Okay.
Yeah, it was under warranty. And
Nice.
it happened at about 280 an hour, which is about typical. It's somewhere around that, like 300-ish, maybe a little under, maybe a little over. But typically in my research, the earliest I saw was like 200, but the average was 300-ish, somewhere around there.
See, I got a 2026, so
And you got a warranty.
They fixed that, and I got a 7-year warranty.
No, they did. I promise you, they did
That's
not
a
fix
good
that
deal.
because pros are
Yeah,
still
right.
complaining about it. And it comes up as throttle positioning sensor code is what it comes up as, and it ends up being the throttle body. It has its issues, but they're all bolt-on stuff.
I'm good with that.
Every time I hear a Yamaha issue, it's not the little stuff.
Yeah,
It's a blown
piston.
head, a blown piston, or something like
My
that.
piston was like a dog cheat on it.
Literally,
Not good. Yeah,
it looked like it's supposed to be circular,
like round,
like
and
around
smooth.
it inside the bore, and it looked like the Rocky Mountains inside.
Yeah,
Looked like Jaws teeth.
it's supposed to be round and smooth, and it was not round or smooth.
Yeah, it was like baby shark teeth.
Yeah, like something was in there, and I ran it.
Well,
like,
you
like Berryessa Marina all the way to Pleasure Cove at about 50.
Gotta get back one way or the
Explosive
other.
No, it lost power at Pleasure or at Berryessa Marina.
At least you're close to a ramp.
I wasn't Berryessa Marina. There was no ramp
You
there.
shut down like Big Island-ish area.
No,
North Big
You
Island,
got back
Berryessa
to the
Marina,
ramp.
Yeah, I got back
and
to the ramp.
he was able to drive it back to the ramp.
Yeah.
And that's why it was hammered inside.
Yeah, pretty much.
Getsy says most people don't run their motor at a quarter mile at a time.
Getsy.
He's basically said on-off switch.
Well, that boat runs really good. Like it's super smooth. Like why
You
not?
have jet washed the fellow club member.
Whoa. There
He-
was a video of that, and he drove into the jet wash. That's
He
not my
literally-
fault. It
I-
was 17 degrees out on Clear Lake, and he drove into
It
it.
was cold. It was a really cold day, and he drove into the jet wash of Brian on video.
My first tournament in that boat.
I will never release that
I could
video,
only guess.
but he drove into it. Yeah, you probably don't even know the story.
I don't
You
know the
probably
story,
guessed.
but I think I can guess who it
We'll
was.
show you the video after.
It's
but yeah.
hidden. It's hidden on my channel. It's on my channel, but it is hidden on my channel.
Yeah, but no, I would go. If I'm gonna buy a new motor, which I just did, I'm gonna go with the Mercury.
What are you going with?
Well, I
You
think
have a
I'm
Mercury.
gonna have to play devil's advocate because I think I already know where you're going. But yeah, I only have owned one boat and it's got a Merc on it. It's been great. There's been not a lot, but there's been several sensor related issues. I think I had a trim sensor go out.
Yes.
Little things like that.
Trim motor. That's the other one. Is trim motor on the 250s. Trim
Okay.
motor goes down.
Yeah,
I've already had to do that too.
And mine's a 150 Pro XS, so it's been good. I've had to get a few things replaced on it, but it's never left me stranded anywhere, and it gets me where I need to go. So,
Yeah.
I don't think you can go wrong with either of them.
I think you're the 150, right?
Yeah.
I think that's even more of a bulletproof engine.
Yeah.
Than the Mercury.
I've heard that.
I don't think I've heard half the issues on a 150 than the 250.
So
So
I would probably go Merc, but I will say I've heard a lot of good things about Yamaha. even some guys that I know that are fishing on the national level. There's not as many mechanics for Yamaha following their circuits as there is for Mercury.
They don't need them
because they don't need them.
Yeah.
So
that's what Suzuki's saying right now. Also,
yeah,
Suzuki's saying like
I heard Suzuki is bulletproof.
The problem is
going to run.
So the Suzuki is, if you follow it enough, it is more of a industrial engine that they brought over, and that's why they're having troubles propping it to get the speed out of it.
Correct.
But from what I understand, the newest Suzuki, they have a different lower end with a different gear ratio that might eliminate that problem. They're able to change something in the gear ratio, and they're able to like prop it back.
I have heard that, like, if you get a Suzuki, you could run forever. Like it's going to go.
I mean, heck, the potentially best bass angler that we have currently, the current KVD, is running a Suzuki this year.
Who's the current KVD?
who is it?
Wheeler. Jacob Wheeler. Dude's a stick.
Do you think he would win as much if he was fishing bass?
I don't know.
Wow.
I don't know. Like, so the what was that big tournament that they had during the C-word year? That the super tournament on Gunnersville, I think it was, or Chickamauga.
I don't remember.
It was either Gunnersville or Chickamauga. I think it was Chickamauga because he lives right by Chickamauga. So they had a big tournament which was weight related, and he won that tournament. But I know that he had a lot of pre-fishing time with that, and he took his wrap off of his boat during pre-fishing for that tournament.
Well, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Hey,
It's actually kind of nice to use
I had somebody,
his boat for some pre-fishing because nobody recognizes his boat. Looks like every other Ranger out there.
Yeah.
If you don't know exactly what you're looking for.
Yeah.
Versus my boat, which looks like no one's other boat.
Yeah.
So basically, he's saying he's Jacob Wheeler.
But I will say no. I wish. How much money I'd have for that? You know how much money I'd be spending for that?
Hey, I had a guy offer to sponsor me and put a wrap on my boat, but he gets to pick what it says.
That sounds amazing.
That
I think
sounds
you should
great.
take that deal. Also,
Steve,
Oh.
the best bass fisherman ever.
I'll put
Steve
it on.
Emerson is the
I'll
best
put it on
fisherman
my
ever.
boat, Steve. I'll take you out if he doesn't do it.
If that, oh my gosh, you should take that.
That'd be awesome.
Right?
Pink unicorns right down the side. I want to see pink
My house-
unicorns.
My school will be like, we're fishing every day. Let's go.
So the old
Can we
back to
take the
the
unicorn boat today?
back to the Yamaha Merc thing. I think the only other argument that I've ever heard somebody bring up was that Mercury makes outboards. As far as I know, I don't know if they make a lot of other things. Do they?
They do have controlling rights of Bombardier and some other stuff like that.
Yeah.
So like anything that's Sea-Doo, jet ski,
Okay.
or not jet ski, sorry. Sea-Doo, Bombardier, that is all owned by Mercury now. That was owned by Evinrude. Evinrude sold that off when they closed their doors.
Yeah. The argument that I've heard is like Yamaha is so diversified in what they make is like they don't really need to have you come back to them,
Yeah.
for anything. So
I will say
There are
Yamahas run great until they don't.
I guarantee you, there are some people that are 100% Yamaha
oh yeah.
all day.
There is a guy in our club that's 100% Yamaha, and he is currently putting the 4th power head on his boat.
Yeah.
Same engine.
Yep.
And I've heard that the 4-strokes have some issues also. What we got? Somebody tag in. I got a 2021 Suzuki. Love it, but their anodes are known for getting eroded fast. Probably not the best for salt. And that's probably because they make a salt version and a fresh version, and they underestimate
The salt.
how much salt we have, like Delta and stuff like that. I'm guessing if you're local.
Yeah, though if that's the only thing that the problem is, I would be 100% good with that, right? Like, you want me to change out the
There is an anode on a Mercury that when I was doing the 300-hour service, I looked at where it was and said, it's not under specs. We're good. I'm not replacing that. It's still got like 80% life on it.
Yeah.
Because it was up under. Yeah, no.
Yeah. I love my Yamaha though. I ran it hard and every day.
It ran well till it didn't.
Yeah. They still run. It just clipped it clipped a little more.
Never let me down. Got
You
me
guys-
home every
Hey,
time.
Video out of the crash of it and then the new motor like break in.
That'd be a good video.
You guys
The shutdown.
the shutdown to the restart of the Merc. I'll do it. I'll make a video of that.
Let's see it. I want to see it run.
Well, you're gonna get in the boat and see it run. You could even drive it. Go.
Yeah, you were what, 68 unloaded and we hit 69. You were 68
Was it
single
trimmed down?
by yourself. No, in your Yamaha. You were 68
No, we
By
hit
yourself.
69 unloaded one time.
wood tied. Wood
One
tied.
time. No, it wasn't tied. It wasn't.
So you picked up like
Berryessa.
so you
on the
picked up
San
like
Joaquin with an outgoing tide.
yeah,
Yeah.
on a
No,
hard
it was-
king tide.
It was a Berryessa.
Yeah, shoot. My boat will hit 78 on a hard king tide
But-
going out.
But since then, my Yamaha, which was a 2005, was running about 65 ish,
Tournament load.
63 tournament load.
61 if Corey was in it.
Right? No, we were 63.
I'm just kidding.
That's
You
tournament.
are a brick.
Yeah.
I'll tell you what. This guy may not look like it, but he is a brick.
But I did put a jack plate on. I did do a lot of different stuff. Like I put a hydraulic jack plate on it with the new motor. I put a bunch of stuff.
I think tournament load you'll be in 65-ish.
Well, we'll see. Well, I got 68 out of it with it trimmed all the way down. With the
Regardless, it's reliable now, and you're
yes.
It's
Yeah, you're
quieter.
back
I know you won't have to mix.
Oh, it's
Oh,
so
and
much
No
quieter.
more oil that I have to buy.
You're set up. dude.
So much quieter.
You're set up.
We
I
can
do have
actually
to buy-
talk.
I have to buy more oil to like the oil changes.
No, it's not that bad.
It's not.
It's way cheaper. Trust me.
Especially,
I went from
especially if you
I
do it
went
yourself,
from-
it's
I'll
super
spend
cheap.
I went from 2-stroke to 4-stroke, and it is so much cheaper to buy an oil change every 100 hours than it is to.
It's in my own 20 hours.
Yeah, that's nothing.
Oh.
You can change it at 20 and 100, and it's still cheaper than the amount of oil that you would have had to buy to get to 100 in 2-stroke oil.
Yeah, because it was like 40 bucks a gallon, something like
And that would last you like 2 weekends at
no,
most.
1 weekend.
Like 1 week.
Really?
Yeah.
1 weekend hard.
Oh yeah, it was way more.
Like a 3
Yeah,
day.
no, it's
1
way
weekend
cheaper.
hard. I'm in.
Yeah, I'm getting
there.
like 20 weekends for $40.
Well,
Way cheaper.
honey, see, it's going to be cheaper. I'm glad I spent $30,000.
Smart division. What do we want to do? Do we want to do another fishing one? Do we
Yeah,
want
let's
to do
go
a
fishing.
regular
Let's go
one?
fishing.
Yeah.
Tell you what. Here, you find this. I gotta do something real quick.
All right. Or you know what you pick.
I gotta pick one. Huh?
Yeah, you pick one.
Let's see.
So if there's a line on it, we've already done it once.
Okay.
So yeah,
Oh man, you put me on the spot.
I did put you on the spot. That's why I casted it to you. Get that?
I got
done?
one because I know we'll have some differing opinions.
All right, I'm in.
Lowrance versus Birds.
Lowrance versus Birds, huh? Yeah. I'm going to tell you right off the jump, Lowrance versus Birds. Just the graph. That's what we're talking about.
Yeah, that's what this says. It's just Lowrance versus Birds. So I guess
Okay.
everything that it encompasses.
Okay. So
We might want to. Yeah.
okay, let's just keep it.
It's probably we
Lowrance
probably don't
versus
need to
Bird.
add in forward facing sonar
No, no,
because I think we all know which
No,
one that
yeah,
one
let's
is.
just go Lowrance versus Bird. The actual unit, the transducer.
Yeah.
Not anything extra. I really do like the mapping on the Bird. Yes, Getsy. The mapping on the Bird is legit. Like
Absolutely.
there is stuff that the way you could break it down and you can see stuff. The Lake Masters map, I really like that mapping with the bird, right? Even the side scan is better than Lowrance.
Right.
I do like the bird for that. Now, Lowrance, I do like every model is touchscreen. So you could like, I feel like the Lowrance is, now this is a whole nother topic, but I feel like the Lowrance is the Android of the fish finders,
Right.
and the bird is the Apple.
Do you have an iPhone or an Android?
I have an Apple.
Do you have a Humminbird or do you have a Lowrance?
Birds.
Start asking people that. That is the same answer every time.
Yeah.
You think so?
Yeah.
I'm not joking.
That's crazy.
Something that's why he brought it up, is because we actually paid attention. If you're a Lowrance guy, you tend to be a Android guy. Not everyone, obviously.
Yeah.
And if you're a Humminbird guy, you tend to be an Apple guy. And if you're a Garmin guy, you end up being like a random, like where you're all Garmin. You have like
a Garmin watch,
a Microsoft phone or something.
Let's be
like
real.
that.
The guys who are Garmin guys is because of scope.
Yes.
But you can put a single scope on the front and you don't have to worry about the rest of it.
Yeah, that's what I had. I mean, I run a Garmin for that only.
Yeah, but I do like the like the Lowrance, like side scan, like when you're side scanning, and you see like a ridge underwater, you could touch mark, touch mark, right? Like, and you can map out whatever you're fishing, and it's going to be on the map.
Let me ask you this: do you ever have issues when it's raining with your touchscreen?
No.
The only, so like for me on my,
the only time
my
I
front,
have issues is when my hand's cold, and I usually like do this and warm up my hand for a second, and then it goes back to working. But that's just in general cold. My hand is just cold. It doesn't have to be raining or not.
Right.
So for me,
That's just I don't
looking
have
at
any heat
my
in my
Lowrance compared to his Lowrance, so he's got a Lowrance Live. I have a Carbon. I have the older model.
Yes.
You know, I'm cheap. So it's got a little bit of a lip. So when it's raining, it will mark or like hit like I touched it in the bottom corner.
That's what I was asking.
And
Garmin.
I just tip it up and it's fine.
Garmin does that.
Yours does?
It will.
Do you know why yours does that?
I don't know why, but
I
it's
noticed
annoying.
because you lay your screen way flatter than I do. Mine doesn't do it. My screen's like this.
Oh, I know, but I'll be like watching scope. Fish will come up on something, and I'm like, ooh, 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 and all of a sudden it goes, scoop,
Yeah, mine's never done that.
and I'm like, no.
Yeah, it's because you lay yours flat, more flat, and mine's more tilted up like this.
Mine's down for speed.
Yeah, I don't get my speed don't matter to me. It's not anywhere anyway.
Getsy says mapping for the bird.
Yeah. And that's what I was talking about earlier. How about you? Like,
I'm Humminbird for sure. For everything other than forward facing sonar. I don't have side scan, so I don't know if there's a difference.
Oh,
I've seen it. I mean, like I haven't used it, but I've heard that there's a difference. I've been in some other guys' boats and I can tell, but definitely Humminbirds for me. The mapping thing is huge. Being able to do, I don't know if Lowrance now has a chip that you can put in where you can do your different shadings and stuff for mapping and stuff like that.
So
that's good.
Yeah.
Navionics is owned by Garmin. The best chip for West Coast Lowrance is Navionics. So Garmin is not going to give Lowrance top of the line maps, right? Because they want to make you buy Garmin. So your maps are a little bit older.
Yeah.
Under Lowrance.
You can't adjust.
Back east, Lowrance has C maps, and C maps is super effective back east and super detailed.
Yeah.
And it can be really good. There's a lot of lakes where C maps is actually the best map. Our area does not have enough presence to make that happen. So CMAPS is not that great here. Like there's certain lakes where CMAPS is 20-foot intervals. And I'm like, I need a little more details.
So being able to do the shading that the Humminbird allows you to do when you have the Lake Master, I think it's a Lake Master Plus. That really helps a lot, especially if you're at a new body of water and you're trying to dial it in, and you pull up on a point and you're like, you're dropping a point here because you caught a decent one, and you kind of start to see when you look back at it, it's like I was catching all of my good ones in this shaded area that was 10 to 15 or whatever you had it.
Yeah.
So it helps a lot in that way. And then I think the bigger one for me, even than like catching the fish part, is navigating Western reservoirs.
The lake offset.
Yeah.
Yeah. Your lake offset, you do not have that in Lowrance that I know of is a lake offset. They have a safety zone, but it's like every 6 foot or something.
And
like
you
that.
need to know that stuff. Like we both were up pre-fishing this weekend.
Yeah, we were both in Shasta, and there was a spot I blew over a hump, and I blew over one of them, flipped the UE, and came back and was like, "Oh, that's like 20 foot or something like that, or like 15 foot or something like that." And I was like, "Well, there's another hump over here, but I think it's deeper." It was like 5 or 10 foot at the top of that hump. So we would have, if I was just more to the left, we would have blown over. And then there was another spot that we went up that was unmarked, no buoys, no nothing. And we stopped the point, luckily. We stopped at the point. And then we're like, oh, let's shoot over there real quick because there's a hump over here. Let's see if there's anything over there. It was like 4 foot.
Yeah.
Like if we were on pad, we probably would have been fine. But if we slowed down, we'd have been done. And there's 0 warning.
Yeah. So that's a pretty big reason why I like running birds. It's because I can plug in as long as you do your research before you get out there.
Mapping is correct. Also.
Yeah. I haven't had almost any instances where the mapping wasn't.
Go fish Comanche and let me know how that works out.
But yeah,
Comanche,
just navigating
the whole section, because I've been on the mapping online of all of them.
Yeah.
Comanche has a section that none of them are completely accurate about. Garmin is actually the closest one.
There is some changes that you can do, like fishing depths that you can do for like
for Lowrance.
Lowrance that I used to do.
It's only a couple of changes though.
Right. So
it's not an exact number.
Hey, I want to fish this depth. So like for what I was doing, I was changing how deep is the water. Is it 20 foot? I want to fish 20 foot. And then that was giving me the depth of the lake, right? Shading it out.
As far as me, I'm gonna pick Lowrance over Humminbird because I've played with Humminbirds and I'm just not familiar with the clicking of things. It takes me too long to figure out how to do things, and I'm already used to Lowrance.
Yeah, I don't like pushing the button to change mapping, side scan, down scan. Okay, now it's these two.
Oh,
I don't like going through that cycle.
I will 100% say that reminded me. There's the number one reason why I'm going to use Lowrance. No, not even waypoint management.
That is a fact.
Not even waypoint management. And the reason why I say not waypoint management is I only use like 5 icons anyways. Half of those icons I'm never going to use. You can't see them on a map. You can't tell the difference on a map. I definitely use waypoints. I have waypoints set up for anytime I caught a fish over a certain amount of time.
Because both of you are waypoint guys. I don't really use waypoints.
I'm a waypoint
unless it was a random thing that I'm never gonna remember. Like that's where it was.
You know what's actually funny about that? Now that you say that, I was looking at Clear Lake. I have like 10 waypoints on Clear Lake.
Yeah,
but I can go fish there all the time.
You don't need it.
It's just more predictable. Like versus Berryessa, I have waypoints for exact casts at Berryessa.
Yeah, a couple of those for Clear Lake.
I do have some of those for Clear Lake, yeah. But those are only like special casts.
Yeah.
Because I don't know, Clear Lake just seems like stupider. You don't need the exact cast. You can just be ballpark.
Those berryfish move so much though, and I'm like, they might have been there last time, but they're not there. They're over there now.
But when the water level lines back up,
that's true.
No, the number one reason why I would pick Lowrance is because on a 12-inch HDS, you can put mapping in a sliver, you can put 2D, down scan, side scan left, side scan right.
Yeah.
All
break
on
it up.
one screen.
That's good.
And you don't have to, oh, it's only a quarter of the screen or whatever. Like I can slide everything over so that I have as much side scan as I can. And the two together is the same side scan as a 16.
Yeah.
And that's why I run that.
Yeah.
And it's
100%. And you can't do any like line changes, like changing
your splits where your
changing
splits
the
are.
split on a Humminbird.
Yeah.
You could do it on a Lowrance all day. You could make your own custom screen on a Lowrance. You can't do it on a Bird.
Yeah. And that's the main reason why. Do I think Humminbird? I've heard that the Pro HDS Pro or whatever is supposed to be somewhat comparable. It's still under
I'm too broke for that. I
Humminbird,
just thought a motor
but I've never been on the boat with one to know they can make a difference.
with the Pro.
Yeah, the Pro. I recently found out somebody I know owns one.
Who?
Dominic,
Oh, true.
the guy who was on live last week.
You watch that one? Oh, good.
So I have a question for you, Corey.
Okay.
Would you fish a tournament that you could possibly win $1,300 for with a 175 entry?
Would I?
Mm-hmm.
I'll fish everything, bro. You know, no,
So
it
imagine
could
I
just be
told you,
bragging rights. I'm gonna show up to it.
imagine I told you it was for crappie. Would
Yeah.
you do it?
Why not?
That's what Marlon's doing right now.
Ooh.
That's kind of
Does he come to Barry?
no, it's all. If he will be in Barry, he will be in Barry in the fall,
Okay.
assuming everything lines out right
I might show up at that one.
for crappie.
It's a circuit.
It's a circuit.
It's a circuit. Getzy said that he believes the Solex's Bird is a touchscreen. Yes, it is,
The Solix is touchscreen,
but it's the top model that you could get.
well, they don't make the Helix anymore. At all.
I know they got rid of that.
Yeah.
today.
It's the only one
Yeah.
I can afford.
But like,
So now it's
but Humminbird,
eight-
you could, or Lowrance, you could buy a hook Lowrance, and it's touchscreen, and that's like down here.
It's limited in another thing, but yes,
Yes.
it is still touchscreen.
But it's still touchscreen, and it has side.
I think currently, right now, everything Humminbird is touchscreen. They do not have a non-touchscreen in current model that I know of.
that's good. Just stepping it up.
Yeah, I just choose not to hit anything. So. Humminbird.
I'm not gonna say anything because there was a day on Comanche that I was running across the flat or running out of one of the, I don't call it arm. It was north end of Main Lake, and I was running out of an area and not really watching the graph or anything like that. And I put red X's. I specifically actually put red X's on places that I know are too shallow, don't run. And I'm driving and I'm like, and I look down and I went, oh crap. And then I look up and I see one of those tiny little Comanche little like shallow water things. And it was
they're only that tall.
It was too late. It was too late. I literally was just like, well, we're about to find out. Ran through it, ran over it. Nothing hit, nothing went. I looked at my co-angler and was like, that was close. The co-angler goes, huh?
What are you talking about?
Nothing. It just kept going.
At Comanche, one of the first times I fished Comanche with my dad back in the day, we were going, and my dad's older, and there was one of those little poles sticking out of the water at blast off. And I'm in the passenger seat, I was like, and he looked to the left, there's a boat, to the right, there was a boat. He just put it down. I just held tight. We went right over the island. We made it. Made it. It was dicey.
Sketchy.
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 I was like, oof. Not good.
Oh, I know who I was fishing with. I was fishing with Mike Rivera.
Ah.
So in the end of it, you're Humminbird.
Yep.
You're Lowrance.
Right.
I'm Lowrance.
Yeah.
Roundabout.
Just the ease of working it, like pushing the buttons and options.
I think some of that is just being familiar with it, though.
100%.
Well,
Because I'm sure he can say, I look at a Lowrance and I'm just like, I don't understand what I'm working with.
but like, I fished a long time. I was the president of the club for a long time, fishing with other people, and I was working other people's graphs
Yeah. As a co-angler.
as a co-angler, not having my own.
Yeah.
And the Lowrance is easier. Like, I don't know what to do with the Humminbird. Like, let's see what I want to see. So that's where I'm going.
What's your next event? I need to find
My next event or next topic?
next topic.
Next topic.
Well, I'll let you pick first, then I'll scratch out to make sure we don't double up. By the way, Marlon says, Corey, come on, man.
I told you I'm there.
He's got
On Barry.
On Clear
No
Lake.
Clear Lake?
On Clear Lake.
But Clear Lake, you can catch 3-pounders.
Yeah, that's true.
Imagine this, a 15-pound sack.
Of crappie.
Marlon, I want to know, has a 15-pound sack been weighed in for your best 5 on crappie? Has there been a 15.00 or more? I know they got to 14.8.
It'll be fun.
That's a pretty good day. 14.8 on crappie.
The thing that scares me about trying to crappie fish, if something happens and my little black box stops working, I don't know how to catch a crappie.
You just make sure you plug in that
If
thing.
it's a bass, I can go catch bass. But if it's a crappie, I have no idea what I'm doing. Do you think you can just run around blind and catch crappie?
Yes.
Really?
Yep.
Yeah.
Absolutely. They're pretty stupid. As far as like
I'm not saying I've never
predictable.
caught
I shouldn't say
like-
stupid. They're not
Yeah,
stupid. They're not stupid, but they're predictable.
Yeah.
Now, will I make a ton more casts before I hook up? Yes. Absolutely. But as far as if you figure out what areas they're running in or what structure they're in or anything like that, you don't need scope.
He said 1466. That's a bag of crappie. Uh,
2.8
same as bass. right?
2.8 average? Is that what that is?
Hey,
Or
hey, when we fish-
no, that's a 2.9 something average.
Hey, to be honest with you, if I have a 1466 at Shasta for our top
I'll be
75,
stoked.
we're stoked.
You would be stoked because you're coming home with some money.
Stoked. And they're catching crappie.
You know, I will say, a couple weeks ago, I caught a crappie that I thought was a bass on scope. Very, it was big. So I thought. I was like, let me weigh this thing. Because I've heard of guys catching, 3-pound crappie. And I was like, this one's got to be close. It was 1.5 pounds. I was super surprised. I'm like, okay, so those 3-pounders that these guys are catching are massive.
Are slabs,
Yeah.
bro.
Well, if you
Super impressive.
if you look at the pictures from this last tournament, you're just looking at them and you're just like, they look photoshopped because they're just
Yeah.
and they're not like, it's like bass are, right? Like you can see them where they look long, but it's when they get wide.
Yeah.
It's that wide that you're just like, dang.
One of you caught a real big crappie on an underspinning. Can you?
That might have been me.
I did.
And that was still only like a 2.
Yeah.
Hey, we caught crappie at
That's
Shasta.
crazy.
Yeah, we caught crappie at
They're
Shasta.
pretty dumb.
We got far enough. Yeah, they're really dumb up there.
True.
We I saw a school that was floating high and I was like, no way. I was like, yeah, screw it.
Where'd you catch it on?
Scope on a little, it's actually sitting right over there. But a
Was it
little
minnow?
a minnow,
Some sort?
yeah.
I
Minnow.
caught one on a single. That's how tall they are. Like multiple of them actually.
All right. So I got a
We actually we start because we were running late in the day to where we're actually like, okay, we got to get back and stuff like that. Like we still gotta get fuel and yada yada yada. And I start like targeting these crappie and stuff, and I was like, We gotta go. Nope. Getting sidetracked. Getting sidetracked.
Schools. All right, you ready for this one? This should be a one that's it's with the times, right? Like right now, Darthead or Ned rig. Go ahead, Corey.
I don't think you should start with me.
No,
He says, "Hey, rig."
He said
Darthead or Ned rig?
or Ned rig.
What if I told you that I
Really? Never?
I don't have anything on that for you.
So what do you throw in that situation?
What do you mean?
Tough bite, can't get them to eat.
They're stuck to the bottom mud butt.
New Hogan. Remember when you and I fished New Hogan and I caught him on that Darthead?
Yeah.
What do you throw in that exact situation?
A jig, a Carolina rig, a drop shot, or a Nico. If they're not eating any of those, I'm putting it on a trailer and I'm going home.
What'd you throw that day? You didn't?
I'm drop shot and a Nico.
Did you throw a Nico that day?
Yeah.
I'm actually kind of curious about it. So we had a really tough day on Hogan. There was literally thunder and lightning.
Yeah. Lines lifting.
You're
In
there.
Yeah,
That's not
You
right.
should probably move.
Yeah.
we should. This is probably not a good
Probably
place
should
to
put this
be.
rod down for a minute.
When you cast out your bait and then your line just goes, woo, you're like, okay, get down there. Well, yeah, let's stop for a
That was
second.
our first time fishing together, I think.
It's all been downhill since.
What would you go with, James?
I gotta think about it. What are you going with? I have a guess what yours is.
Ned rig all day. I have smashed them on Ned rig. Throwing the 4-inch turd. The deal. Throwing what's that other one? Goby Bryant. Goby
Brian.
Those two colors are my go-to. There are some times when when there's a lot of cloud and cover, there's a copper truce color, like it's got chartreuse and like a copper top that I've smashed the smallies and spots at various on. But throwing the Ned rig, Comanche, Berry, where else have I thrown? I've thrown it everywhere. New Hogan, like there was a tournament one at New Hogan that was all Ned rig work.
Well, it was Ned drop shot.
Yeah, and
Where you tie a Ned as your weight and a drop
Yes.
shot as the top.
yes,
That's called, please just bite something. Please just bite something.
yep, trying to figure it out, right? But
You can do that with a jig and a drop shot. I'm
I've
sure.
won tournaments at Comanche just on Ned rig, catching 4s on Ned. I've watched Steve Emerson catch a 4-pound smallie on a Ned rig at Berry in the Narrows, right? Like that's what I'm going to go with. And typically, like James typically makes fun of me for throwing the Ned rig because he hates the Ned rig. But he's been starting to fish it more. But,
All right,
so I would
have
go with Ned rig.
so I have rod wraps, stick jackets, whatever you want to call them, for all of my rods, and they all have some sort of color oriented with what rod is what.
Yes.
I will sadly say that I have enough rods that there's no longer any color combinations anymore so that I can dedicate them. But my Darthead and my Ned rig rods, Caden 712s, both have the same stick jacket color.
Yes.
And what stick color is that?
That's hot pink for you.
Hot pink.
Yes.
Because they are sissy rods.
The very ones.
They catch fish. Do they not catch fish?
They also throw the 712 actually throws a 1/8 inch or 1/8 ounce, like a 3-inch minnow really well. Actually does really well with that. But yeah, that's when I get out the sissy rod is Ned rig or Darthead.
But which one would, like, if you choose it or lose it, you got to throw one out for the rest.
The crappy part about it is I throw them in different situations.
Do they fall the same?
Yeah,
They both.
both.
So the
spiral.
Darthead has more spiral, but the
Yes.
Ned rig will spiral.
Depending on
Um,
what weight you put on.
But so like the Ned rig spiral is kind of tight. The Darthead spiral is wider.
So what would make you pick those up over anything?
A Nico rig does not always spiral unless you rig it a certain way.
How do you rig it?
If you
'Cause all
rig,
mine's been like that going now.
if you rig a Ned rig and you put, I kind of wish I had one. If you put if you shove a weight into it and
all the
it
way into
has
the bait,
the weight still sticking out of the bait,
Yeah.
it will be less likely to spiral.
that's the only way I fish it, and they all spiral.
If you put a weight all the way in, it will spiral more.
So it probably depends on how much weight you're putting in it.
And it also depends on how much weight you're putting in it.
Okay.
I can verify this by Easton Fothergill has talked about it in a podcast, and Drew Gill has talked about it in a podcast.
So if
That was
if
enough,
if your lead weight is all the way in, it spirals more than if your lead weight is not.
and it falls different. I promise you it does. Because I watched it on scope enough to go, oh, because I started Nico rigging by shoving the whole weight into it, nothing hanging out of it. And I was like, oh, they're really cool. Like there's certain situations that vary as a summertime when you're fishing color lines, like you see the rock, you see the rock, you see the rock. I don't see the rock anymore. Cast it out on the color line. And as it's falling, fish come up and come back down. That's how I started playing with Nico rig. And it was weighted with the weight all the way into the nose. And it falls a little slower and it falls a little more meandering. Then I watched the thing and they're like, well, if you have a weight that sticks out of it, it falls straighter. And I was like, oh. So I tried it and it still has a little wander to it, but not as much. What's Gutsy saying?
He says, let's figure this out.
Gutsy says, let's have a pool party.
Yeah, basically, it's what he said. Let's bring it to his pool and find out what happened. We'll rig some stuff and throw it.
But you can change a Nico's fall by just where and how much weight you put it and what style of weight you use.
I'm still going with Ned rig though.
And
And I'll tell you, I've caught fish on a Ned rig just reeling it in slower. Like don't burn it in, just reel it in like a regular speed. They'll just. I don't know why. To be honest with you, I don't know why they eat them. Like it doesn't look like anything.
I think it's just a big meal, like big. He throws 4 in it.
Yeah, I throw 4.
That's the difference.
You're basically throwing a steak together.
Yes.
I'm thinking like the little tiny.
I
3 in.
Yeah,
up and
I caught
in,
them on that.
yeah.
But I throw
I throw that, I guess.
I will say that recently I have picked it up. I actually had a video released January, somewhere around there. I picked up Ned rig and I made myself throw Ned rig that day. And the rod helps a lot.
And what was the thing?
Not big enough.
There's my point.
I will say the Ned rig actually gave my PB spot was on Darthead. Yeah.
But there has been times
I had
that
to
me
pick.
and you have been together where you're fishing Darthead and I'm fishing Ned rig and I'm out fishing you. For sure.
Do I think I can? Here's what's going to come down to. Do I think I can get around a Ned rig? And do I think I can get around, in other words, use other baits to get around a Darthead? I think I can get around a Ned rig easier than I can get around a Darthead. Because if the twirl fall is what I'm looking for, yeah, I could just go with a shiggy head and I eliminate Ned rig. But if the twirl is what I'm looking for, the Darthead does it better. And if the bottom dragging with a somewhat large presentation is what I'm looking for. I could do it with a jig, which I've been doing this whole
I have
winter with
jig.
the
way
Bass
more.
Union jig.
The same jig that we're. I was throwing with
Corey's like, finally, this guy
Finally,
throws
you
a
guys
jig.
throw jig.
Yeah. We might have bought some rods for them.
Doesn't matter.
I have.
I bought several before I found them. I'm like,
I have a 733, a 734, a
I
735.
don't know how he throws them. I set the hook way too high. Like that thing just doubles
733, I
Yeah.
throw a quarter round. A 734, I throw a 3/8 on, and a 735, I throw a half on. And a 736, which is my frog rod, is what I was throwing during a 30-pound day with a 3/8
with a heavy wire.
Yeah.
with a
I
with a
hope.
EWG
Yeah.
with a super line
Yeah.
EWG.
Yeah.
Even still, you gotta be careful.
No,
Well,
I
He was
hit
throwing
him full.
fish.
Yeah, I've bent those out
If I-
with that rod before.
That poor little that 736, which is my frog rod. Only because I was broke a rod that day or that Friday.
Yeah.
If I had a 2-pounder or less eat that jig rig, if it came out of the water, my rod went ding, and the fish just came off.
Yeah.
That's why I looked at him and I was like, this rod not right.
And
Need
then
something different.
and then
And then I bought a
735. And I was like, here, try this one.
Yeah, he had a Sierra Series 735.
Love
And
it.
I was like, this is exactly the bend. And then I bought a Champion 735.
Which is not the same bend.
No, it's a little bit tippier.
The only reason I got away in August when we fished together, the only reason I got away with throwing that 766 was because they were all 5 pounds.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
And they were pretty deep.
Hey, we're gonna do that again this year?
Well,
That's such a good problem, isn't it?
Yeah.
Such a good
I think
problem.
like, this is not the right rod
When are
for
we
this,
there?
but
Are
it's
we there
working, so I'm not going to change.
July or August?
That's August.
That
We're
was
in
August.
The first week of August.
This year?
Oh no, last year it was.
Last year was
August.
July or August. It was one of the two. Oh no, August, because September was
Not
Oregon.
Fish Clear Lake again? Run it back?
Yeah, that's after 75, top 75.
Yeah. Yeah, we got a place to stay.
We got another comment.
The pintail worm.
Pintail worm on a jig. I don't have a pintail worm. I thought I had one here.
Like wacky rigging it. I've seen another YouTuber do that with a Cinco.
I've never done it, but it's a thing.
Yeah.
It's a thing in Mexico for sure. It's known in
It's
Mexico. That doesn't mean it doesn't work anywhere else.
Could you imagine? The fish is probably looking at his jig and like, man, wow.
I'll be honest with you. I think that fish is just looking at it and be like, I don't know what that is, but it's big enough. I'm going to eat it.
Yeah.
That's what I think it is.
That's
They're
what
just
I'm
like,
saying.
it's like this dice bait and all
That's
this stuff.
good. That's my consensus after watching some of the stuff going down on the Elite Series. If it looks like something they haven't seen before, that might just go up there.
Yeah.
Just touch it. They
I
don't
got
have hands.
900 things that's thrown over my head. I don't know what that is. I'm going to go eat it.
They don't have hands.
I do have a side caveat.
Yeah.
What you got?
I stopped by Phil's Prop on the way
Oh,
home.
you found some golden nuggets, huh?
Phil's Prop has jackall. They have a couple left. This is actually not watermelon candy. It's green pumpkin candy, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think it matters.
Well, you're colorblind, so.
I don't think it matters. It's still gonna work. And then they also have the JDM version. This is watermelon red, and they have a couple other ones.
What a nice guy that he's letting everybody know, and you didn't clear out everything that they had.
I did not clear out, mainly because I'm on money restriction right now, because I've spent thousands of dollars,
I've caught a
literally.
I've caught a
since
six
November.
on that color right there at Comanche. Straight braid, drop shot.
I haven't thrown this color yet. but I don't see why it wouldn't work. I mainly say this because if people buy stuff from there, that means they'll keep them in stock, and that means I can buy them.
You got a comment.
They got a lot of good.
What's my
stuff
comment?
in that.
Yeah, and there are a lot of finesse.
The question
stuff in
is-
there, too.
The question is, did you see
Bass.
Damien's bass? I think
The whole
everyone
world's all that bad.
saw Damien. Tackle Warehouse reposted it. If you don't know where he was, I know where he was. He's not overly secretive about it.
Giant.
I hope they don't blow that lake up. That lake has a lot of potential.
And it's not very big.
I've been to that lake one time.
What was it, 18 pounds?
We don't know. Yeah, he hasn't said anything yet, unless he has recently. I don't know.
Have you have you ever been to a lake where you can literally be like, there's a boat there, and a boat, like you can literally see if your spot is open because you just look at it across the water. That's
Pretty much.
almost, it's gonna be close. But that is how small that lake is. There's a reason why there's big bass there. And I hope people don't blow it up too much.
I'm glad you brought that up though, because I was thinking about it the other day. You know how Texas has the share lunker program and everything, and everybody thinks if you want to catch a clear, you gotta go to Texas. Like, if we had some way of like taking even part of that and bringing it here, we'd have a world record.
Between Clear Lake,
Any of our
Damien
lakes-
Tao's Lake,
no, literally like almost all of our lakes. could have
Berryessa,
them. Yeah.
like there's giants in a lot of these lakes. There's Comanche used to have a lot of giant largemouth on it. The
Like,
spots have kind of overran that. Molones still has giant largemouth that pop up every once in a while. Again, spots have overran that. I say that if you want to make California fisheries better, I say that you release the limit on spotted bass,
Oh yeah, come take them.
change the limit to 20, and let people keep them, and that will make all these fisheries. They'll make the largemouth. Berryessa's case in point. Water goes up, water gets back into the trees. Spotted bass don't have the advantage in trees. Spotted bass don't have the advantage versus smallmouth in that situation. Also, look at Berryessa. How many smallmouth have you caught at Berryessa in the last year versus the previous 5 years?
Definitely a lot less.
You're catching less smallmouth now?
Yeah.
Interesting. I'm actually catching more.
I'm
smallmouth.
catching more smallmouth than largies.
Side
high.
So the funny part is I actually know where he's fishing now. But there are certain parts of Berryessa that the smallmouth have come back that used to be there years ago when I remember it. Way back, way.
For me, it's day to day up there. Like when it's tough and that wind's blowing out of the north and stuff, like I'll be halfway through the day and I'm like, all I've caught is smallmouth. Like,
Yeah.
That's just kind of usually how it is.
But if you go back, when was high water year? Like
When I
4
used
years
to
ago,
catch
5 years, 4 years ago?
Yeah.
You could not find a smallmouth on Berryessa. And if it was 2 pounds at best. Now, what we caught, like, what do you have, a 3 something?
Yeah, there's been some big smallmouth caught out of there
Yeah.
the last couple of years.
I've heard rumor that somebody caught a 6 something.
I've heard of a couple flies. Yeah.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
some
it's
5,
probably-
like they're coming back strong.
I'd like to catch a 5. Smaller.
My PB smallmouth is actually Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, and that was compared to Coeur d'Alene was a baby. It was only like a 3 something.
They should like do boys trip and go to like a lake like that.
As long as there's a bar like Almanor, we're good.
We can do it.
Catch 8 pounds.
We got some comments because we've been talking too long. We're keeping the economy going by buying Tackle America because of the jackal.
Yeah. America.
Yeah.
This is the only bait. I'm trying to think, is there any other foreign bait companies? Well, technically they're all made overseas at this point.
That you buy?
Jackall's probably the only company that I really like, which is no longer in existence.
Yeah.
It's not.
It's owned by Shimano now.
Yeah.
You didn't know that?
No.
You want to hear a really fun fact about Jackall?
I didn't know that.
Jackall was originated by someone who worked for Shimano, but Shimano wouldn't run his bait. So he started his own bait company and then later on sold it to Shimano.
Yeah,
Fun
there's
fact.
only one Jackall bait that I
Was it a wake bait?
know.
Oh, that's the one I mostly
Jerk
heard about.
bait.
The one that makes noise.
Yeah.
I
The
do
one
not.
that scares you. When
I
you
do
catch
not
it.
like that
I
one.
don't either, but it catches me.
I own one, and I do not like them.
I don't really think.
Jackall rerange.
Yeah.
I'll tell you, like for me, if the water is low, has been low, jerkbait's the thing.
Yeah.
The water rises back up. Guess what's the thing?
It's always the thing.
Well, it's-
It don't matter what kind.
There's been a time that when the water was low, that A-rig was not. I'm telling you.
The James Her, the one that originally said did you see Damien's bass? He says, from what I can see, the same bass was caught in December, so it's been double caught, which you just referenced to.
Friend of mine told me the same thing.
I
But he
will-
also said it was 2 pounds lighter, and I don't think that it gained 2 pounds.
I will say that I have been to that lake and I have seen what I have seen on scope. I would. I don't think I.
On a live?
I'm trying to think of what I had.
We're canceled.
I don't. I think that I personally saw 15 pluses
Well, apparently you probably did.
a couple years ago. I don't.
You
I do
probably
not
did.
doubt
For
that
the
there are
striper.
not multiple fish that are in that class on that lake.
Oh my God.
Yeah, that lake is ridiculous. It has its own ecosystem going. It's too late. Everyone who wants to know knows where it was. That is true, but I'm not going to spread that word. Corey and I have actually talked about taking a trip down there, which would be this time of the year. We just don't have a weekend to do it.
We're kind of.
It's been years. We've been talking about. We gotta go. We gotta go.
Hey,
No.
Corey, I'm gonna throw this out there. I know James is fine.
Tommy says more smallies now than back in the day. Same on full stuff.
Yeah.
High water years versus water. And then
So you don't catch
Slick
more largies now?
Slick
No,
Rick
we can't
says that re-range is deadly on stripers. Also.
I believe that.
Yeah.
They make a
I do
bigger
not know.
one too, right? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah. They make
Like,
yeah,
like
they
a
make, 'em-
110,
they,
and
want,
then I
they
think
make
they
one
like a 130.
they make one big enough that I was like, yeah, I'm not buying that.
I haven't thrown it for striper, but I'm gonna try that.
As far as largies, yes, largies and smallmouth have come back, mainly largies, because they need structure to be able to hide the bait, because spots outrun them in open
Faster.
water.
Yeah, there's.
So if you ever pay attention to, for instance, Clear Lake, there are spotted bass on Clear Lake. There are smallmouth on Clear Lake.
Is there a spot?
Yes, there is.
I know there's small now.
I have seen videos of people catching
spots.
spots.
You have?
Usually you have to be up a creek to catch them. But the reason why they do not take over on Clear Lake is because of the grass and everything else. And the largemouth eat them.
That's gotta be what it is.
But if you look at Berryessa,
I'll make it out the creek.
every time there's a low water year, there's no trees or anything in the water, spots start taking over. Once it gets up into the bushes, largemouth come back. Now look at Malone's. Is there ever trees in the water at Malone? And that's why spots exist.
Do largemouth come back because the water's in the bushes, or are you in the bushes trying to catch the largemouth?
No, it's actually it's called New Lake
I
Effect
know what it is.
is what it's called, and it actually is a real thing.
And I noticed it when we first got high water a couple of years ago when we had severe drought. Finally came back up.
And all of a sudden you're like, oh, where'd all these 2-pound largemouth come from?
It wasn't even. It was.
And then
it
next year it was
Yes.
You couldn't go down the bank throwing a top water without having 100 of them come off the bank. I'm like, I want to fast forward to a couple of years from now, and we actually are there now.
Right.
There's a lot of largemouth.
Yes.
we just
Which
need
is
the water.
great.
Well, they're able to
We
hide.
need
They're
to-
able to hide,
Yeah.
right?
We need the water to stay in the trees as long as possible.
Well, I would bet with the rain that we had today that it is coming up to about a foot.
Yeah, no doubt.
So we should be good. We got another comment. So when you guys fish Clear Lake in the summer, what ounce punch weight would you guys recommend? I will tell you that I want in the summertime, technically at Clear Lake, I want the lightest weight that will get through the algae. Because I have actually thrown Cincos there where the Cinco hits the top of the water and won't go. Like I want just enough weight just to get through that. Once I'm through that, I'm good. That's what I like. But typically I would do an ounce if I'm like flipping like into Tules and I want something to go. It's going to be about an ounce. Everything else, I'm going to go as light as possible, like a jig rig, maybe up to a quarter. And that's it.
I concur. Yeah, I would probably start at about an ounce, and if I need to go up, I'll go up.
Yeah.
I'd probably start there.
Yeah, I'll start if it's a jig rig, about a quarter, and then move up. Go like an actual punch weight and put an ounce on and flip it. That's what my recommendation on the Clear Lake. But yeah, speaking of that, we're probably going to go to Clear Lake like first week of March. You in?
Yeah. Let's get that one go there. Why not?
We're thinking we have to help my brother do something, but
You might as well fish while you're up
yeah,
there.
we might as well fish while we're up there. Right?
Fish all day, help your brother for a couple.
Yeah.
I will say, as far as weight, I threw 3/4 like 90% of the time
3/4?
for punching.
Really just depends what you're
That
punching.
varies.
You'd be really surprised what 3/4 goes through. Do I have to give it a couple of shakes sometimes? Yeah. Do I have? Yeah. Do I need to step it up to a quart or 1 ounce? Yes. Will I go higher than 1 1/4? Likely not. I usually live around 3/4.
Unless you're in like a heavy vegetation, like gnats and stuff kind of situation. That's the only time I'm thinking about doing go.
Yeah.
1.5 ounces. Maybe.
Right. Thicks. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like thick.
Not usually on Clear Lake. These are Delta.
Yeah.
I've been in some stuff on the Delta where I've thrown 2 ounce and it does not go through. It was like, I'm not meant to fish here. They moved on.
Yeah.
I have a lighter punch rod and then a heavier punch rod.
Hey Marlon, when is the next tournament?
March 20 something.
So Marlon made a comment, start at 3/4 and then go up.
That's right.
And then he also said Corey joined them with crappie tournament. We could fish 3 or a boat.
3?
Yeah.
Will you fit the scope on your boat?
I have like a pole.
Put one on the back.
Tommy says, all right, here's a good question. And we'll probably end it on this question because it's such a good question.
All right, go.
Have you guys covered what this weather will do to the lakes? If so, I'll watch the replay. Sorry, I was working late. Understandable. I was working late too. I pretty much got home, washed my hands, changed clothes, and jumped on this.
Yeah.
March 14th is the Crappie College next tournament.
Okay.
course, I'm on call. Water rising with the weather. What are you gonna do? Go.
I'm going shallow.
How shallow?
Dirt.
Why?
I'm going on dirt.
Why?
Water rising, fish rising.
Okay. What are you?
They're
Gonna,
going up.
what are you gonna throw?
I feel like the fish are gonna go up and start trying to get stuff getting washed in. Right? Like
Okay.
that's my thought. So I'm gonna throw a rig. But if it's
Wow.
if it's not
Mind blowing.
if I'm throwing it, if I start throwing the A rig and nothing's happening dirt shallow like that, because I will throw it dirt shallow, you've seen me do that. I'll go to like a jig, something like that, bring it in the water from dirt, which was a thing at Amanon. Manon. Yeah, that was a thing there, especially with that super clear water, throwing it on the bank and bringing it in. They never got that splash. You?
Spotted bass fishery or largemouth fishery?
We'll start with spot.
Spotted bass. If it's a warmer storm, I'll probably try to get up to where there's inflows with some current.
Let's just say that the
Power
inflow is 8 degrees colder.
Colder, I'm backing out. I'm backing out and I'm going to clean water. That's what I'm gonna do.
When you're running up the river and it just keeps getting colder and keeps getting colder and keeps getting colder, you're like, okay, where's it go back to where it's warm again?
Yeah. That's usually where the birds are.
Yeah. So if that inflow is pretty cold, I'm probably gonna back out and find some cleanish water, and you still can go shallow though. So that still applies.
If you're I'm trying to think, Tommy, I think Tommy is mainly Folsom. I have not fished Folsom. He has gone to Berryessa.
I've caught him shallow on Folsom when the water's rising for sure. I was on the north end. And like that 10,
You know, for a guy that doesn't
10
like
to
A-rig,
15.
you sure throw A-rig a
Who
lot.
said I don't like it? There's just certain places where I'm not gonna throw it because I don't.
Tommy says Barry.
Berry. I'm trying to catch large heads when I'm at Berry, so I know they bite when a storm comes through. So I'm probably just gonna go to the areas that I know that they're already at.
Which would be more Main Lake. Would you say Main Lake or would you say
Creeks.
creeks or narrow? Main Lake, creeks or narrows?
I would say probably main body. But you can catch.
I'm trying to say stuff without saying stuff. Enough to like cut it down a little bit, but not
main body. Yeah.
point it in.
You can run up
Because there are people who would probably be pissed if we talk too much.
But you can definitely catch them running up the creeks, fishing shallow, throwing spinnerbait and stuff. Done that there, A-rig, flipping a jig in the brush and stuff in those creeks. Like it can be really good in there. But sometimes even if you're back on that main body, those storms coming through and the water's rising, and those same fish that are even somewhat offshore, it just makes them bite. Kind of just go fish whatever you want to do, and then don't be afraid to check shallow. Like wherever that area is that you like, I'd go check on the bank there too.
Okay, so I'm going to read a little bit in between the lines here. Okay. I know that Tommy in a previous podcast or whatever we want to call these lives, was fishing Berryessa in his club in January, and he also had to come back in February.
Love February. Very.
So basically, what he wants to know is, if you were to go to Berryessa right now, what would you do? I don't know if Corey can answer this one solidly. What would you do?
I will tell you in past, Napa just got snow, right? We just talked about it. That year that we had snow that you couldn't get up there to pre-fish, I won the tournament.
I literally went to pre-fish on a Friday because I had Friday off.
Yeah.
And they stopped me and told me I couldn't go through. And I was like, I got 4-wheel drive. And they're like, you're towing a boat. I'm like, I got 4-wheel drive.
Right? I won a tournament, main body, throwing an A-rig, dirt shallow, 17 pounds, the club tournament, but 17 pounds in February with snow at the lake edge. It was that cold.
Yeah.
I personally don't think that they care as much about the outside temperature as a lot of people give them stock with.
Right.
I think if you fish the water and not fish the outside pattern, the outside temperature,
A lot of
it's a
people,
lot easier to solve the problem.
a lot of people don't go up there when it's cold because it's cold for you.
Yeah, I don't care. I'm gonna go fishing.
Yeah.
Because it's better than staying home.
You just, layer up some, buy some good thermals and rain gear and go for
Yeah,
it.
we're like a month and a half in, and I probably have 20 plus days on the water.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think fishing shallow this time of year on a lot of our lakes is you might not get a lot of bites, but typically you're gonna get some pretty good bites.
Yeah.
Like you were talking about, even if the water's cold or the weather's not great, those bigger ones tend to seem like they're going off of whatever light, how much day length we have.
Yeah.
I'll say this in that summary of that. I've said it before on here before, but ever since I realized that they don't care what depth things are, I have caught a fish in less than 10 foot of water 12 months out of the year for the last 4 or 5 years.
Yep.
They don't care. We care. The old, like, if you want to catch them in the winter, you got to go out deep and drag real slow. And no.
Throw that out the water. I think some of that was scope kind of help, like
Show a lot, which
you're
I mean,
learning. You're
no,
not-
but
you're
like
not
the
catching,
time,
you're learning though. You're learning their behaviors.
so I actually learned that with A-Rig years ago. You're welcome for showing you that. But I learned that with A-Rig years ago
He
because
did
I was
show me how to
catching them
throw
in
A-Rig.
December and January on A-Rig on the east side of Berryessa.
He ruined me.
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm the reason why he's addicted to A-Rig.
Get bit.
It does get bit.
It's feed on. It's so much fun. I caught my biggest fish on the A-rig.
I can't.
813.
Where were you?
Clear Lake.
Exactly.
I can't say that. My biggest fish was on a frog.
Was it really?
Yeah,
That's kind of cool.
I'm a 9.5 on a frog,
What?
and it like literally like
Yeah, that's usually the
no
thing.
blow up, no nothing. Just
That's
frog
usually the thing.
disappeared. All I saw was a hole that the frog disappeared into, and I was like, "Oh, I don't know." And my partner, the buddy I was fishing with, was like, "Not tournament." He goes, "What do you got?" And I was like, "I don't know. It's like a 3." And then it kind of got up to the to the line, and I was like, "I don't know. It might be like a 4." We'd already been catching like 3s and 4s like all day long on frog. This is a buddy of mine that called me up on Friday and said, "Hey, do you want to fish tomorrow? The frog's going to be on tomorrow." And I was like, "Sure." Like he was dialed in. So we stop on this little spot, and and it goes to that and all that, and I'm like, "Oh, maybe it's like a 4 or something like that." And I pull up onto the mat because there's a mat line there, and it lays on its side, and I'm like, "Ugh." He drops his freaking Kistler rod, it banging off the boat to go grab the net and all that, and I'm like, I thought I crushed a 10 for sure. Weigh it 9.5, and I was
That
like,
first 9 you catch, that first big one, you're like,
there's a
"Oh,
dock
yeah,
way off in the
that's a
distance.
DD."
There's a dock way off in the distance enough where I could not tell you anything about the guy who went, "Yeah!" And I'm like, dude, when you catch a fish big enough, that the guy who you can't even tell anything about sees the fish and is hyping you up, you're like, Okay, it's kind of cool. I'm not gonna lie, it's kind of cool.
I tell you, when I caught that 813, I had 5s in the boat, and when I hit it right at the front of the boat, it was in the net, like it was hit, net, in the boat, and I was looking at it with 5s in the boat. I was like, oh, that's a double digit. I 100% thought it was a double digit until I put it on the scale, and then I was like, oh,
That's why
this is a big fish.
that's why
but,
they say scale tells all.
Yeah, I was big eye in it,
I
but
caught
it was.
I caught a 9 last year that ate at the trolling motor.
But
And
with the 9,
it's just so it's just so fast. I'm like, oh,
and you
double-
pulled. Wait, hold
double
on.
digit.
You both flipped the 9 and pulled it off.
Oh yeah,
That's friggin' awesome.
I wish I had it, but
Right?
both flipped it,
I'm telling you, it's a.
and I mean
game
at
changer.
the trolling motor. Like I didn't even crank. I don't think. I think it literally just flipped it. And I was like, that's a double digit for sure. Got the scale out. It was like a 903.
When I had the 9 in May, I thought it was at first. I thought it was
Mine
a
was
double
in May
digit.
too.
Yeah.
When I compare notes, it's probably the
Yeah.
same thing.
Well, it was during the
Mine was-
during the club tournament.
Yeah,
mine was
it
that 9?
Probably the same thing.
Yeah. But I legit, when I was like, did I just got the double digit? So I just, please tell me I just got a 10. Please tell me I just, it was a 9. It was like a 9.25, but it was, I thought it was a 9. I don't know, damn.
I wish my PD didn't get wrong. I mean, I was on it.
My second TB was that day. Was that May 9? Third PB was a 3/4 lipless in the middle of Frank's track.
How long ago was that?
It's from the same guy who I went frog fishing. It was the next summer after that, or later in the summer after that. So I was not fishing with him, but that's where I found out about the pattern. And we're literally, trolling motor battery died. We went to the north end of Frank's track and let the wind blow us. I'm not joking. Let the wind blow us across Frank's track, and I just kept hucking a red 3/4 in front of the boat as we were going. And all of a sudden, just oh, and then it came up and jumped, and I was like, oh.
I've seen that fish before.
Yeah, it was scary.
I can't wait to because he never shows any reaction. I'm like, I want to know if he freaked out because
Bro, 18.
I'm
So-called.
curious. I'm curious what the amount of hype that it's got if he will release it, or if he'll wait.
Could you imagine the views you hear
Oh,
on that? Wow. Everybody's talking about it right now. Like in Northern California, it is getting talked about.
But
all
he's
over the
not.
place. True. Because maybe it wasn't an 18, maybe it was just a 16.
no.
Yeah.
That-
It's a measly 16.
Just a 16. Who cares about that?
Right?
I will say, congratulations to Damien.
Yeah.
He does have
Giant.
to do that. That's freaking awesome.
Right.
I don't care what lake you caught it on. I don't care what bait you were caught it on. That's badass.
Yeah.
Straight badass.
Yeah, I wish I could do that.
Through the stick, it catches giants a lot. There is definitely a different mentality between bigger fish and smaller fish. Something that's been explained to me years ago, and I never understood it until fairly recently. And even then, I still don't understand it.
It's a thing.
But that's badass. With that said, we still never answered where to go in Darthead.
Shallow. Yeah. I said it.
If it's rising water, go shallow. I'll be honest with you, rock, point. Water might be up enough.
Bro.
If
What
it's
is it?
sunny, I don't know if you're going to be there when it's sunny or not sunny.
Go.
If it's sunny, go to trees. If it's not warming trend, you may not want to go to trees.
Yeah.
But if it's warming trend, trees and grass. If it's not warming trend, rock.
I'll tell you that right now.
That sounds fair.
I'll tell you right now, I have found the better bite on berry is sun.
Well, it depends on where you are. Yeah.
Right now, it's been more sun related than it has been cloud related
As far as like
for what we've been doing. Because
quantity, as far as quantity.
yes,
is
we've
like,
been more practicing our
if it's a jacked up weather day,
deep water tactics.
we've been practicing for Shasta.
Yes.
I guess we went to Shasta. Did any of that practice matter? Yeah, probably.
Probably a little bit.
Probably.
You already knew it for you.
I threw it like 5 times and I put it down.
You'll be proud of him. We spent 2 days on Shasta. And he threw like his first cast was a fish on an A-rig.
He's just trying to make a point.
And he made like
He's all mic drop.
he probably had like probably 10 casts on A-rig.
One of my bait
And he
was
put
so
it away.
blown out. I took it off, turned it upside down, put it back on.
They still do.
They still ate it.
Yeah, they don't care.
They don't care.
But you
Yeah,
did practice some skills that you weren't overly confident with.
Correct.
And now can you say that you're confident with them?
Yeah, I throw 'em.
Wait till you get on a lake like Comanche and tell me if you're confident with them.
Yeah, I'd still throw them. That's easy.
Slick
Flash
Rick wants
Mob.
to know what's your favorite A-rig.
Flash Mob Junior, just because it's cheaper. It's on sale right now on Tackle Warehouse for like $12.
Because I just bought 2 before they went on.
I don't think my wife's on here.
I wasn't happy.
I think I just bought like 6 or 8.
I know where to go if I snag up a few.
Right?
Yeah, it's that room about 2 rooms over.
Yeah.
I'm already
It's-
stocked up on
It's
them.
on my back seat of my truck right now because I just dumped the box out to put the box on
I'm
the porch for you.
I'm stocked up.
I'll throw in another one though, because I know you guys throw the Flash Mob Junior.
Yeah,
Yeah, the
And I throw it
young
too.
Flash Mob
And I
Junior.
did almost exclusively for a couple of years, but last year I started messing around with some of Paul Bailey's rigs that he made, because he made that one big one for Clear Lake, pretty much the super thick gauge wires and a million.
Yeah, where he's throwing on like a 904.
Yeah. Really, you need a
Bailey
really big
Swim,
rod for it.
whatever the Bailey Swim is.
So I bought a couple of those, but he had some more standard 5-wire ones, and so I picked a couple of those up. And I've been throwing it a lot lately, and it's pretty good. It's stout, but it still gets the flex that you want.
Gets the flex, but doesn't break off.
Yeah,
How much are they?
I bought them when they were on sale, so I think they were.
See, like we've calculated like our whole rig, and I think
It's probably going to be a little higher now.
yeah,
So, pre-C word year,
yeah,
the entire setup, baits with Kytex, hooks, split rings, because we changed that, or I changed that at least. He doesn't change all of them. Well, I changed all that, and then center pins, screw locks, and
Yeah,
all that was $22. Realistically, now it's probably like 24-ish
Yeah,
for the whole setup. But if you catch enough
Those
bigger
wires
ones
will
on them, you will replace them
Yes.
fast.
or you will lose the fish that you needed to catch in the tournament.
yes.
Luckily, I will say this. God dang it. Knock on wood. Luckily, I don't have to knock on wood. I'm not going to be throwing A-rig. He will.
Yeah.
But most of them, you boat flip them into the boat, and while they're going crazy in the boat is when the wire breaks.
I'm in trouble.
Oh,
She was supposed to be at a meeting right now, not listening.
well, apparently her meeting is over.
Yeah, great.
Or she's double timing it and got her meeting and listening to you.
Right?
She
Got
said
earbud in.
she's got her money money spent. What?
Yeah. Marlon says she's always watching.
Always.
Just cash a couple checks and then show it to them.
Yeah.
This is what those A-rigs.
This is what the A-rigs did, honey. It's a
What's
thing.
that? What's that thing that Dominic said?
What?
He said, I got the check and I just handed it to my wife when I got home.
Yeah. I was like, don't say that. Come on, dear. What are you doing?
All right, y'all. We're an hour and a half in. We already started late anyways. And I'm pretty sure the place we want to go to eat wants to be able to go home at some point.
Yeah, through that.
We're gonna wrap it up for today. Anything you guys want to add before we wrap up?
I love choose it and lose it.
I do too. It's my favorite.
Yeah, it's my favorite.
It's the funnest to talk about.
Yeah.
I don't know if it performs the most as far as viewer, but it is the funnest to be on this side of the camera
Yes,
for sure.
yes,
And the wild tangents that it goes down is always awesome.
yes. 100%. If you guys have any topics,
Yes.
shoot us. Even if it's a choose it or lose it topic, hit them on Instagram, YouTube,
Just anything, comment,
anything. Comment on it.
anything. As
We'll
far
talk
as
about it.
live topics, choose it or lose it, any of that stuff.
Yeah.
We'll cover it. If you have any questions, ask them down below. Oh, sure, crap. Corey, thanks for joining.
Absolutely.
Brian, thank you for joining. James, thank you for joining.
James, thank you for actually going through with it today.
What's
I
that?
kind of
What's
had
that?
a little
Oh,
push at you.
I've had,
to
a
do
hell
it
of a,
today?
I've had a hell of a day.
Yeah.
I almost
Great
called
news
it
is you're 2 baits deep.
2 base deep.
I'm driving to
full.
the store.
I'm at 16, 17. I'm 17 points in.
Yeah.
These are 8.5 points.
Yeah.
17 points in.
What are those ones? 7.5. You're a point behind.
Yeah, lightweight.
That's just what I had when I was here.
True.
I would say you already had one up the front. So,
Yeah.
all right, y'all. I thank each and every one of you guys for watching. I appreciate all of you guys. It's kind of crazy that from Joe Schmo, who just like fishing, you guys will actually watch and put up with. So it's kind of cool. So
Till next time.
Tommy says thanks, and he'll rewatch it later on. And I appreciate that, Tommy. Until next time, comments down below, and I hope you get them.
I think you've been